Boom! Hey, what's up, everyone? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. How are you all doing on this fine day, the first trading day of the week, first trading day of not just any week, one of the most important weeks that we've had all year, because I believe that this week you are going to get a piece of economic data that is going to dictate whether or not the markets continue higher from here or if we're going to drop back down and test those lows. I think that this piece of economic data is going to literally determine the direction of the markets for the entire rest of the year. And we're going to break that down and we're going to explain that to you guys here on this live stream and why it is so important that you guys pay attention, you guys understand how to take advantage of the opportunities that are about to be presented to you guys here now. My name is Michael Everett. I'm in trading and investing for over 15 years, guys. I began my career working at a hedge fund in New York City. It was my very first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But that is also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. All right. Now, fast forward today, I'm the head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. All right. Most of you have probably heard of the term bear market before. Okay. For those that have heard the term and may not be completely familiar with its definition, let me guys help you out here real quick. Because a bear market is a period of at least 2 months when a broad market measured by an index such as the S&P 500 falls by about 20% or more. The opposite is true for a bull market, which is when the S&P will rise by 20% or more over the course of 2 months or more, which is commonly accepted as a bull market. Although the overall markets have bounced back some, we're still very much in a bear market right now. Trying to navigate the ups and downs of the stock market is not easy, especially during a bear market that has already seen 3 separate rallies for as much as 10% that ultimately failed and ended up leading to lower lows this year. But now, after a 14% rally in the S&P 500, about 20% rally in the NASDAQ since mid-June, investors are wondering if this is just another head fake bear market rally, or is this the start of a brand new bull market? You have a gentleman on CNBC literally right now as we speak from BMO Capital who's calling for new all-time highs. You had Tom Lee from Fundstrat also calling for the market to go back to their all-time highs. So who's right? Who is right? Is this just another bear market rally and the rug pull is about to get or the rug is about to get pulled out from underneath us again, or is there more to this? I think you're going to find out that answer this week, which is why this one piece of economic data that you are about to get is so damn important, because I believe it's going to answer that question. Why am I starting off the live stream this way? We talked about a big warning for you guys and some big trading predictions here this week. Why am I starting things off this way? It's because I'm setting the stage for this entire situation and scenario, and I want you guys to pay very close attention. You guys know, according to most financial publications, the average length of a bear market is 289 days. That's about 9.5 months. That's significantly shorter than the average length of a bull market, which is just about 1,000 days or just under 3 years. For those that may be new to trading, you hear that and you think, well, great, bull markets is where we make money. Thank God that they last longer than bear markets do. And although that is true, you do make money in bull markets. It's not so simple. And this next part may actually surprise you, because for those that may have some experience in the stock market, you know that bull markets are not as volatile as bear markets. And volatility is a trader's best friend. Most traders will thrive in volatile markets and volatile environments as long as you guys are educated and you actually, have a sense of knowing what it is that you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then obviously you guys will struggle in volatility or no volatility. That's why getting an actual education is so damn important. But there's a few reasons why traders like volatile markets. That's because volatility provides for more trading opportunities. When the market is volatile, there's a lot more price movement. Thus, there's more opportunities for people to trade. Stocks actually make larger moves in a much shorter time period, which provides greater percentage gain opportunities on different trades, whether you're trading equities or you're trading options or you're trading futures or even crypto. Okay. Volatility is more exciting for most people because the moves are a lot bigger and the moves happen faster. There's a shorter time period for you to get your gratification. A lot of people love instant gratification. Well, bear market volatility can provide you exactly that. Volatile markets can also be more profitable because if a trader is educated, has access to the right tools, is part of the right community, they've got a better chance to take advantage of that volatility. Volatile markets are a great learning experience as well. Even if a trader doesn't make any money in a volatile market, they can still learn a lot and gain valuable experience that can carry forward in any market condition. I always tell people that you are far better off learning in a bear market than it is learning in a raging bull market. Raging bull markets are not the environment that you want to learn from, because you get away with mistakes in raging bull markets. Like last year, all you had to do was just buy anything. It didn't matter what it was, just buy something last year. You made money on it. Oh, it went down in price, just buy more because everything always goes back up. Those are horrible, horrible habits that will cause you to blow up your entire account. It's much better for you to learn in a bear market where you can build the foundation and the discipline and the risk management that is required for you to have longevity and for you to achieve consistent success. You need those characteristics, which are built firmly in a bear market. Those characteristics and traits are not built in bull markets. They're actually completely ignored, and you actually can develop some really bad habits. Okay. Now, if I lost you in that explanation, here's really what you need to know. Volatility equals opportunity, and the highest volatility in the stock market comes from bear markets, which we are still currently in. In other words, huge opportunities presented in the markets right now, but this is not and will not be the norm for long, because as you saw, bear markets do not typically last very long. Now, we've already been in a 6 or 7 month decline in the overall markets. Now, I heard you guys heard me say before that the average length of a bear market is about 9.6 months. Okay, just 9.6 months. All right, so you don't have necessarily too much more time. Even if you go back to the worst bear market that we've ever had in most of our lifetimes, and that was 08, even that did not last very long. And you think about the grand scheme of things. Oh, volatility scares maybe some people. Guys, volatility should not be something that scares you. You're not looking for frequent volatile opportunities. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I got you. Because guess what? In June of this year, after screaming from the rooftops for months and months about buying opportunities in the long-term portfolios, I deployed 50% of my capital that I had set aside for long-term buying opportunities. I very publicly announced at the end of last year that I was selling out of my long-term portfolio. I was taking profits to stack some cash for this exact opportunity that we have in front of us, because we called this sell-off here this year. That's why we sold portfolios last year, and then we're buying stocks back here. That's why we're buying stocks back here this year. But guess what? The gains in those long-term portfolios have been so far absolutely insane. If you go into today, we've had several stocks that I actually bought in June that are up 30, 40, 50% already. It's actually insane. And there's no signs of that slowing down. But for everyone that just heard what I just said and thought to themselves, well, damn, I should have listened, or crap, I wish I found these live streams sooner. You weren't listening to me very well or completely, because I said I deployed 50% of the capital that I set aside into stocks for the long-term portfolio, which means I still have about 50% of my capital that is still left sitting on the sidelines in cash that I will plan on deploying here this year. Now, that means if you miss the first chance to invest in those amazing companies for the long term at Black Friday prices, don't worry about it, because the window is still about 50% of the way still open. Okay? You see, bear markets provide volatility, but not everyone can day trade. Sit in a trading chat room, or be in front of your computer and stare at charts all day. Most people have full-time jobs and a lot of responsibility. Time is more valuable than money for a reason. And at True Trading Group, we know this, and everything that we do is geared towards work. It's geared to work for you, regardless how much time you have, or rather how much time that you don't have. At TTD, we provide you with the right education, tools, resources, and community to help you make money. Plain and simple. Whether you're day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, if you trade options, stocks, futures, small caps, mid caps, large caps, okay, crypto, whatever it is, we do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. And no matter what you are doing, you can stay connected via our mobile app that's available on iPhone and Android. Our app gives you real-time push notifications of all of our trade alerts. It lets you listen to in-depth analysis of the trades that we are in and the trades that we are about to get in, because the mods and I talk to you on the microphone during every trading session. It lets you stay connected with real-time news from Ben Zinga Pro's real-time news and Squawk Box feature, and so much more. For those that have no time, as a TTG member, our mobile app is your bridge to being able to actually do this. Okay? You see, TTG is not just myself. All right? There is a reason this is called True Trading Group and not just Watch Mike Trade. At TTG, we have 8 other professional trading moderators and have a collective win rate of just under 80% for consistently now for about 2 years. We're with you from 7:30 a.m. Eastern until 4 p.m. Eastern every single day, Monday through Friday. As long as the market is open, we are with you. We're not gone after 2 hours and you're left to fend for yourself. TTG exists to empower the retail trader, and guys, that only works if you give yourself and your time, and that's exactly what we do day in and day out. Now, so far, we talked about volatility, why it's your best friend as a trader, and we discussed what opportunities there are for those that for some reason may not like volatility. And before we get on to what's next here, guys, I need you all to understand that this market that we are in right now, before I get into some of the other topics I want to go over, this market environment is the greatest trading and investing environment that I've ever seen. The volatility that you have in the markets, the size of the moves that stocks are making, in my opinion, is some of the best environment that we've ever seen. And I've been doing this for a very long time. So just if you look at like June and July, just some recent trades that we've seen from June and July, you're talking about, 19% gains, 24% gains, 14, 22% gains on SPY options. There was a bunch of small caps like PLRX, 12%, KSPN, 26%, Phase, 12%, HKD, 31%, HKD again for 83%, AMTD for 24%. I mean, the list just goes on and on. And these are just trades that I made. This isn't even taking into account, some of the triple digit gains that we saw on some low volatility option swing trades from some of our other moderators and some of their winning trades. Now, I don't care how busy you are, how little money that you have to start with. This market is providing opportunities for you, and it's sitting on the sidelines right now can, and in my opinion, will cost you big time. And for you skeptics, yes, we do have losing trades at True Trading Group. Okay, of course we do. Everybody has losing trades. At TTG, we celebrate the wins and we learn from them, but we also do acknowledge the losses and we learn from them. Risk management and trader psychology are huge focuses within True Trading Group. Anyone can be taught to read a chart or to set a scanner or even follow a trading alert, but learning to control your emotions and risk is something special that most people will struggle with, which is why we have courses, workshops, support groups for our TTG family members on these topics and more. We also leave no trader behind. Yes, most traders are doing well in True Trading Group, but not every single member is killing it. And for that reason, we hold red to green workshops where we will actually let members that are struggling submit questions and topics to us. And then we will hold a live workshop covering those exact questions and topics so we can help any member that is actually still struggling and is not finding success. No matter what your skill level as a trader, guys, right now is a time to get involved. For those that have been trading and investing for a while, now's the time to improve your skills and find a community that gives you a massive advantage. Do not attempt to navigate this market alone. You are about to get a piece of economic data that's going to, in my opinion, dictate where the markets go for the entire rest of the year. It's going to dictate, do we now start buying dips or do we continue shorting rallies? Because so far, all year, shorting rallies has worked for us. We've been all over this crash this year and we've shorted rallies in the market for the first 6 months of this year. Now, all of a sudden, we're at an inflection point where bulls and bears are just butting heads big time. They're fighting over technical levels. They're fighting over fundamental catalysts and fundamental analysis. They are fighting over aspects of the economy and earnings and all of the like. This piece of economic data, in my opinion, is going to end that battle and will end that fight and will determine which side of this trade takes control for the rest of the year. Okay, since 2016, TTG has been helping thousands of traders and investors of all types, styles, and backgrounds and experience levels become successful. By successful, I very simply just straightforward mean make money. Okay, the simple truth of the matter is that the majority of members in True Trading Group are making money. They're becoming better traders. Just watch this. Members, I'm talking to you now directly. If you're a member of True Trading Group, a very simple question for you. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders? If the answer is yes, I want you to type the $ in chat. Okay, I want you to type the $ in chat right now if you are a member and you're making money and you are becoming better traders. Okay, just type the $ there in chat. You guys can see right here. If you're not a member, follow along and see how many people are typing the $ here in chat. Because here's the best part. All these people that are typing the $, they didn't get some secret chart pattern or indicator that I learned that I was working at the fund in New York. No, they got the real secret. The real secret is being part of a supportive community where you're going to get a real professional level of education, receive real-time alerts, get access to tools and resources that professional traders use to get access to more information that helps them make better decisions, that increases their chances of success. Plain and simple. Guys, this works, and our track record can back it up. If you're new to this channel, we do these live streams 6 days a week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. But along with the massive golden nuggets and free lessons and education and analysis and trade ideas that I'm going to share with you guys on these live streams, yes, we do sell memberships on these live streams. That's what we call this, the greatest edumercial that you will ever find. One of the things that we do offer when we go through our entire sales pitch later on this live stream is a double your money back guarantee. It's simple. You got 12 months from the day you join. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group. If you do that and you do not make your membership fee back at least once, I'll give you double your money back, 2 times what you paid. I'm going to give it back to you. That's the deal. Now, more on that in a bit, but the point is, guys, our track record speaks for itself. And while I cannot guarantee your success, I can share with you that our overall refund rate is only roughly 2.5%. And I can share with you that our retention rate, which means the amount of members that renew their membership or upgrade to a lifetime membership, is actually an astounding 78% of members since we started this company. That is outstanding. I assure you, if everyone was losing money, we'd have to refund a hell of a lot more people, and we certainly would not retain 78% of our user base. And last but not least, we are 5-star rated on Trustpilot, guys, with over 1,670 reviews. Based on what members tell us, the reviews they leave, our retention rate and our refund rate, I can confidently say the True Trading Group has helped many people. And if you are willing to put forth some type of an effort, I'm confident that it can work for you as well. All right. Now, going into this, guys, we have a lot to discuss going into this live stream. This live tonight, I'm going to break it down so that you can have a little bit more of an edge here for this week. This live stream is going to go down as follows. I'm going to give you guys the truth. I'm going to give you guys the real truth. If you were on the live stream, I'm going to give you guys the truth. And I'm going to give you a warning. If you were on our stream last night, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but you need to hear it. I'm going to pull the curtains back. I'm going to tell you a hard truth that maybe deep down in your gut, you already know, but tonight in a couple of minutes, I'm going to confirm it for you. Then I'm going to be breaking down the SPY and the overall markets. I'm going to give you my game plan for how I intend to trade the SPY for the rest of this week based on that piece of economic data that we're going to be getting. Then I'm going to break down 5 of today's top stocks, and we will give you my game plan on each. And yes, AMC is still on that list, as well are a bunch of other of your very highly shorted meme stock names. A couple of them are on that list. And then I'll open things up to a Q&A session later on in the live. So anything that we covered here, if you're unsure about it, if you have questions about anything in particular, you guys can shoot me a message here in chat, and we'll be more than happy to go through and answer those questions for you guys. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot to get into tonight. But before we do, I want to talk to you guys about TTG for just a minute. Okay. If you have been watching these live streams for a while, then you know that we have actually a pretty bad history about raising the price of our membership. Okay. And it's very simple because we want people to feel that this is not out of reach for them. Now, I understand the value of the TTG membership is tremendous, because even if you never followed a single one of our trade alerts, just the tools and resources that we have on our platform would cost you about $5,000 a year if you went to those companies directly, like Benzinga, Quote Media, Trade Ideas, Trading View, directly the CBOE, Polygon, ETNA. These are all companies that offer tools and products that traders use to get access to information that helps them make better decisions. But these tools are very expensive. We've negotiated deals with these companies after years of building relationships with them to offer their products on our platform so you don't have to pay for them. It is factored all into the price of your TTG membership. So I understand the value of our membership, and that is why we do have to continue to raise the price of this membership. But we have a bad history of actually raising the price, because I want you all to have the opportunity to get involved. I really feel that we are about to see, and I've been telling you guys this all year. All year, I've been telling you that this year is going to be a year filled with opportunities. I coined this year the year of the active trader. I told you that whenever the S&P pulls back more than 20% in 1 year, we pulled back 23% this year. I told you whenever that happens, it's a buying opportunity in the long-term portfolio. And that's exactly what we have been doing. But too many people fall victim to the fear mongering that you see on social media, that you see on different media outlets, because they will scare the crap out of you into thinking that the stock market's going to go to zero. They're going to scare the crap out of you to think that we're going to go into the Great Depression all over again. It's going to be the end of all recessions. It's going to be soup kitchens and bread lines, and unemployment's going to go to 90%, and everyone's going to be homeless, and we're all going to live in the woods. That's what you would think when you read some of these things that you hear about on social media and that you read about in some of these different news outlets and media outlets. It's pathetic. It's a joke. It's nonsense. It's BS. It's only meant to work right into your emotions and right into your fear. The greatest human emotion is fear. It's actually the single most effective emotion to play on when you are trying to get views and clicks. It is fear. Several studies have been done about this. That is why the media and different news outlets and social media programs will continue to try to scare the crap out of you. They don't make money when you make money. They only make money when you click or watch or read their video or their article. That's how they make money. They don't care what you do with that information. They don't care if the information they're giving you is accurate or if it's even sensible for you to use it effectively to make better decisions for you and your family. They don't care about that. All they care about is views and clicks. And I want to make sure that every single person, before it is too late, because you are going to look back on this exact moment in time and you are going to say to yourself again, damn, I did it again. And what did you do again? You let the S&P 500 go down more than 20% in a single year, and you did nothing. You did nothing. Just like you did nothing when the COVID crash happened in 2020, just like you did nothing in 2018 when the rate hike scare happened and we dropped more than 20%, just like you did nothing during 2008 during the great financial crisis. The stock market does not go down more than 20% in a single year very often. It doesn't happen often, okay? Most of the time, the average performance in the S&P 500 since inception, when you factor in all the green years and factor in all the red years, the average return in the S&P is between 9 and 11% per year. Every single time the S&P's dropped more than 20% in a single year, it proved to be a long-term buying opportunity. Not 80% of the time, not 90% of the time, 100% of the time. If you waited for the S&P to be down 20% and bought, even if you didn't catch the bottom, by 1 year later, 2 years later, you were up significantly on that money. And I've been telling you this all year, which is why June 17th, the markets were down like 23%. What did we do? We bought in our long-term portfolios. And now we sit here today up 30, 40, 50% on a lot of those individual stock positions that we actually bought. I'm so tired of watching retail investors miss out on these opportunities and do the exact opposite of what they're supposed to do, which is buy low and then sell high. Instead, the markets crash. Everybody says, I don't think now is a good time to invest. The markets go back to all-time highs. Then everybody says, wow, the market's doing great. I should probably invest. That is the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. How do you make money in the markets? You buy low and you sell high. That's how you make money. But instead, retail investors do the exact opposite. I want you guys, and this is going to be a huge week. Like literally this week, this piece of economic data that I'm going to get into here in just a few minutes, this week is going to determine whether or not the markets go back to those lows that we experienced in June, or if the markets are going to continue to churn higher. Is Brian Belsky from BMO Capital right? Are we going back to all-time highs? Is Tom Lee from Fundstrat right that we're going back to all-time highs? Tom Lee, for those that don't know, Tom Lee has been dead on. He's been right about everything going back to the COVID crash of 2020. He called every single move in the market since 2020. That's Tom Lee at Fundstrat. He thinks we're going back to all-time highs. Okay? Brian Belsky from BMO Capital thinks we're going back to all-time highs. I don't want people to feel that this membership and this education and this opportunity is out of reach. It shouldn't cost you $5,000 to get access to this kind of stuff. That's nonsense. I want to make sure that you guys have an opportunity. This is a huge week. If you are on the fence, I do not want the price or the lack of a laptop to deter you from signing up. But please do not mistake my kindness for weakness, because we have consistently been raising the price of this membership. We've raised the price of the membership nearly $200 over the last 2 weeks. We're going to continue to do so. Okay? We do have 10 laptops today, but that's just literally because I bought them personally. Okay, Adam was against buying more laptops today, so I bought them to ensure that nothing would stand in your way of signing up before midnight tonight. So listen to me carefully, guys. All weekend we ran that 46% off sale. Tonight, I'm going to extend it for one more night. Anyone that goes to ttgoffer.com, if you manually enter the coupon code TTG121, you will get the 46% off discount. The price is normally $2,212. It brings the price down to just $1,187. When you go to tttgoffer.com, you must manually enter TTG121, click apply code, and the price will drop from $22.12 down to $11.87. And like I said, as an added bonus, I went ahead and I bought 10 laptops at retail. We have relationships with wholesalers. We try our hardest to get bulk orders from our wholesalers because it makes sense for us, the price that we pay, and it's a great value and incentive for you as a new member. You can trade with the laptop, use it for work, give it to your kid for school. But again, I don't want that to deter you and that not be a reason for you guys to not take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you in this market, because you're going to look back a year or two from now and regret listening to all the fear mongering that you saw all over different media outlets. Okay. That free laptop, it's going to be an Asus, Lenovo, Dell, HP, or Acer laptop. You don't have to enter your address when you sign up. Right after you guys sign up, you'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim that free laptop. Yes, the shipping is 100% free. If you live on planet Earth, I will get you this free laptop. You have until midnight tonight, okay, or until the next 10 people sign up to the TTG platform, whichever comes first. Okay, so tonight's going to be the last night for that 46% off. And then, like I said, guys, I grabbed 10 laptops there myself. Adam didn't want to do it, so I don't mind. I'm just going ahead. I'm doing it on my own. Almost 300 people have signed up the True Trading Group in the last week and a half to 2 weeks, and 40 cents this past Friday. I can pretty safely say that these probably 10 laptops are not going to last until midnight, especially since midnight is many hours away, and there's just 10 of them here, guys, here this evening. Okay. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know that you are getting one of those free laptops. The moment these 10 spots are up, the price is going to move up above 1,200, and then I will not be buying more of these laptops. I'm doing this here for tonight because I think that this piece of economic data is going to be so damn important. It's going to dictate the entire rest of the year. Again, guys, look at me very carefully. Seriously, do not mistake my kindness for weakness. I have been consistently moving the price of this membership up. I'm going to continue to do so. I've already raised it about just under $200 over the last 2 weeks. I'm going to continue to do it. So if you guys want to grab the $11.87 price point, the 46% off and a free laptop, you can do so tonight by going to ttgoffer.com and then entering the TTG121 coupon code. We're like the Netflix of training communities, guys. You pay one price up front for the year, you immediately receive access to all of our courses and tools. There's never any upsells for courses and tools ever. As long as you're a member, you're getting access to our entire 18-course curriculum. It used to be 17, but we added a brand new futures course. So there are now 18 courses, and you get $5,000 worth of premium tools from companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, and more, all accessible from your member dashboard. And no, these are not just trial memberships to these tools. These are the full tools that they have at all of these different companies like Benzinga, TradingView, Trade Ideas, etc. So you have it for the entire length of your membership at no additional cost. You get real-time alerts from myself and the 8 other mods that collectively support a win rate of just under 80%, and the best damn community of traders and investors that all share the same goal to learn, trade, and profit together. TTD is a family, folks, and our members are the reason why. And of course, you get our double your money back guarantee that you most likely will not need, but it's very real and it does exist to give you guys peace of mind. So go to ttgoffer.com. The price will say $22.12. Manually enter the coupon code TGD121. Click apply code. That brings the price down to $11.87. And that $11.87 is the price that you are locking yourself in for the entire year, which is great because our membership is going to keep going up. And if next year the membership's $2,200, it doesn't matter. You'll only pay the $11.87 to renew your membership. You are being locked in at that price point. Remember, there is no address needed when you sign up. You'll get a welcome email with instructions on how to claim that free laptop once you already join. Everything that you get with your membership, it is on the checkout page. Okay, all of our courses, all of our tools, it's all included for $11.87. Jay Shockey says, I'm nervous about joining. I'm part of another service and getting burnt. Been on a few streams and on the fence, worked 2 jobs, and pain point is feeling like he's not going to be able to do it. Okay. Okay, let me get into that. A little bit there. So we got a comment there from Jay Shockey. All right, so you feel like you're not going to be able to do it because you work two jobs. Listen, um, I that's not the right way to think about this, because the majority of members in True Trading Group, the majority of those members do have full-time jobs. Okay, the majority of our members, we have 9,700 members in True Trading Group from all over the world, many of which have full-time jobs. Using the mobile app, Jay, is what allows so many of our members that have full-time jobs. That's what allows them to be able to participate in what we're doing and follow along with what's going on inside of True Trading Group. It's by using the mobile app, because the mobile app will give you real-time push notifications whenever a moderator enters or exits a trade. That way you can always stay involved with what it is that we're doing, and you can listen. As long as you can listen to music at work, Jay, you can listen to what's going on here inside of chat, because the moderators talk to you on the microphone during the day. And with regards to you being a member of a different group and getting burned, I completely understand it. I'm sorry that that's happened to you. A lot of members in True Trading Group have been a part of other groups in the past, and now that they joined True Trading Group, they're never going to go back. That's why our retention rate is so high. Okay, that's why so many of our members have become lifetime members of True Trading Group. Almost 40% of our entire user base has decided to become a lifetime member, mostly because they've been around the block, they've seen what else is out there, and they realize that True Trading Group is the place that I want to call home. Rick Boyer says working 70 plus full time and still finding time to learn, grow, and profit. Rick Boyer is actually a recent new member also, who just recently joined the TeachD family. Rick, Adam actually told me you might be signing up for lifetime. I know you're new, but waiting on you, man. I know you're new, Rick, but Adam told me you might be signing up for lifetime. So I know you are a relatively new member. So I'm looking forward to being with you for life, Rick. All right. So there's the thing, Jay. Rick works 70 hours a week. We have a lot of members in True Trading Group that work very demanding jobs. We have truck drivers, school teachers, firefighters, police officers, construction workers, surgeons. I mean, we've got people that work very, very demanding jobs, that are always on the go, that are not in front of their computer. They're not sitting at a desk all day long, but they're still able to benefit from the TTG platform, thanks to that mobile app and the tools and resources that you have access to as a member of True Trading Group. And like I said, there's a lot of people that joined other groups and services. I mean, I'll just ask members, if you're a member of True Trading Group and you were part of a different group, and now you only wish that you found True Trading Group sooner, type the number 1 in chat. Again, that's if you were part of another group in the past and now you just wish that you joined True Trading Group sooner, type the number 1 in chat. Real quick, guys. This is if you are a member of True Trading Group and you were part of a different group and you just wish you found True Trading Group sooner, just go ahead and type the number 1, because Jay, I got to tell you, Jay, you're not alone. And I understand the hesitation and skepticism, but look at all these people typing the number 1. These people all were in the exact same position that you were in. They were part of a different group. Many of them were part of the same group that you're a part of now that you're getting burned on. But yet now here they are typing the number 1 and telling you that they're now finally found a home in True Trading Group, and their only regret is not finding True Trading Group sooner. Ryan Go says, I paid $7,000 for a program and got nothing from it. Toten Camp from Twitch, says, I paid 3 times as much for another group and did not even get half of the value from True Trading Group. J.E. Blanco says, I've been with 6 groups. Now I'm a lifetime member with True Trading Group. Okay. Bruce Sears goes, just type the number 1 and goes, it makes me angry that I didn't find True Trading Group first. There's a lot of BS out there. Guys. So I completely understand it. Okay. So again, guys, going back to the offer that I'm extending here for those that want to join here this evening, you can get a 46% off before I raise the price at midnight. And then you're going to get a brand new free laptop, only for the next 10 people that go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121, as long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart. So when you go to ttgoffer.com, you're going to see a checkout card. As long as you see a laptop there, that is how you know that you're getting one of those 10 laptops. I'll also extend this if you are a current trial member, a previous trial, or a previous member, and you guys want this $1187 price and the free laptop, you can send a text message. Don't go to teachtheoffer.com. Rather, send a text message to 786-505-4047. Again, that is 786-505-4047. That's if you're a current trial, previous trial, or previous member. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. Also, if you have any issues signing up or if you have any questions about the membership, you can send a text message to that same phone number and we will help you out any way that we possibly can. Sorry about the early sales pitch, guys, but I really did want to make sure that everybody understands that I was going to extend that offer for you for one more night because I believe Wednesday is going to be the most important week and the most important piece of economic data that we have gotten all year. And I think it determines whether or not the markets move higher or if you pull back down towards lows. We got to welcome James. James is the newest member of the TC family. That means there's now just 9 of those laptops left, guys. So James is smart. James like, the hell with that. I'm not paying over $1,200. I'm not paying $1,250. I'm going to jump on the $1187. I'm going to get myself a brand new free laptop. But unfortunately for the rest of you, that means now there's only 9. And these are going to go very quickly. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. If you see a laptop, you're good. You're getting one. Enter TTG121. Click apply code. Checkout. You're good to go. Get your butts in chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But we ain't done here yet. We got a lot to go over still. We got a lot to talk about. So James, welcome to the family. Let's get into the rest. All right. Now let's get things started with kind of the warning, which will be including the truth, right? The truth. Will the stock market crash from inflation data this week? That is what everybody wants to know. I told you, there's a massive battle going on right now between the bulls and the bears. A massive battle, not just at technical resistance levels on the overall market, but also with fundamental catalysts and economic data that continues to pour in, showing signs of bullishness, but also some show signs of bearishness. And this has been a very, very big push-pull in the overall markets. And this warning that I'm going to give all of you here now today is the truth. I'm going to give you the truth. Will the stock market crash from the inflation data this week? I'll give you the truth. But let me reiterate something to you. Because bear markets and the volatility and dip in many stock share prices that they bring is in this environment is where real wealth is built. I'm going to break down the truth about this in 2 separate parts for you. Okay. Part 1 is the fact that I told you before about whenever the stock market declines more than, well, the S&P specifically, whenever the S&P declines more than 20% in a single year, it's a buying opportunity. 100% of the time, not 80%, not 90%, 100%. Literally, go back and look at the charts. Don't take my word for it. If you go back in history, every time the S&P went down 20% or more in 1 year, if you bought once it was down 20 or 21%, it doesn't matter if the markets went lower that year. In 1 year, 2 years, you were up substantially on that money. The current end-all recession that everybody's talking about in every single news outlet is just a way to generate views. It's just a way to generate clicks. All right. And that's how they make money. But the truth is that this recession is needed, in my opinion. And despite the countless comments and pressures from media narrative that I've never, deviated from this that I've been telling you about all year. It's got the potential to be one of the greatest wealth building opportunities that you guys are going to experience because most of you missed the other wealth building opportunities. Most of you sold during the COVID crash rather than buy. Most of you sold during 2008 rather than buy. These type of scenarios, bear markets, do not come around very often. And when they do, they're typically tend to be short-lived. But just like Warren Buffett says, you got to be greedy when others are fearful. And right now, that's never been more true. Professionals on Wall Street know this to be true, but they don't want you to know. I worked on Wall Street, guys. I worked at a fund during 2008 financial crisis. I won their Trader of the Year award. They consider you, hedge funds, Wall Street, professional money, they consider retail dumb money. And Wall Street relies on dumb money to fill their gaps in liquidity that they need to fill their longs and fill their shorts so that they can have an edge over you. They rely on you being uneducated, being emotional, being irrational. They know that you won't invest in yourself or buy at these levels because they know that you're afraid. They know that you will buy at these exaggerated, exuberant levels that are not sustainable because they know that you chase shiny objects to the upside, and that is what they use to then sell those things to you. You're doing the exact opposite that professionals are doing. The stock market is not a scam. The stock market is not impossible. It is just that you are doing the opposite of what you are supposed to be doing. But the problem is that the narrative that the media has been pushing is losing steam. The jobs number last week came in more than double what was expected. They expected to add 258,000 new jobs. They added 528,000. Every single news headline for the jobs number that was leading up to it was talking about a slowdown and recession, but because the jobs market is strong and has been the buffer that has kept us out of a real recession. And guess what? It still continues. Yes, are we in a technical definition of recession? Yes, 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, technical definition of recession. However, this is one of the weirdest and strangest, most Twilight Zone type of recessions that you've ever seen, because the job market is still so damn strong. Unemployment is at record 50-year lows, and it's hard for you to have a real serious recession when you have unemployment at 50-year lows. The reality is that people remain cashed up, people are still spending like drunken sailors, and they're employed. And those that are laid off, they've got roughly 2 open job positions for every single one person that is unemployed that they can choose to fill the void. This is unprecedented. It's unlike anything that anybody's ever seen. And in my opinion, if you have the COVID rally from 2020 to 2021 was your one and only opportunity to build wealth in the stock market, you are wrong. It's happening here right now, because the COVID rally could have made you money. But right now, bear markets is where wealth is built. Last year would have just made you money. That's not where wealth is built. Wealth is built when you can buy quality long-term assets that can continuously increase in value and appreciate in value over time. When you can buy those assets at discounted prices, that is how you build wealth. When housing markets collapse and the price of real estate drops, wealth is built by people that have the wherewithal and the knowledge to step in and buy those assets at discounted prices. When stock markets decline, when Apple and Microsoft and AMD and Nvidia, and when these stocks decline 20, 30, 40%, that is when wealth is built, because those companies will be increasing in value and appreciating in value over the next 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 15 years. That is how you build wealth. Imagine buying Apple or Amazon 10 years ago. Imagine that. That is how wealth is built. No, buying an NFT and then selling it a week later, or buying a meme stock and selling it a month later, that will make you money in 2021. It's not going to build you wealth. Wealth is built during bear markets. There's a tremendous difference between making money and building wealth. Do not fall victim to the recession of the doom and gloom. Stop being the exit strategy for the professionals on Wall Street. Let me tell you guys something. Hope, not a bankable strategy for making money. There's no hopium index or hopium indicator. It's my strong opinion that now is not a time for hope. How many times has the government given a crap about your money, your success? Never. What makes you think they're going to start now? You need to take control of your own situation, because guess what? As painful as it is to admit, nobody cares about your financial well-being. It's just you. It's just you and your family. And that's it. So it's about time that you actually took control of that. Now, part 2 of this warning, guys, that I want to make sure that everybody understands about Wednesday's inflation number. I want to take you guys over to the overall markets real quick, and I want to take you over to a chart of the SPY, and I want to go over what exactly I am looking at here for Wednesday, because we've had a very, very, very important level that needs to be discussed, and a pattern that is presenting itself here for us yet again. Okay, a pattern that is presenting itself to us here yet again. Now, what you will all notice. Okay, what you will all notice is that you have a major level of resistance that sits here on the SPY at 417. Now, this resistance level at 417 on the SPY goes all the way back to the end of May and the beginning of June. You had a multi-week consolidation. I tried to sign up. It tells me I'm not supposed to. Tried 3 times. This is from Catherine Sigurdsson. Catherine, listen, Catherine Sigurdsson, I'm talking to you specifically. Catherine, and anybody else that's having a hard time signing up, send a text message to 786-505-4047. Again, send a text message to 786-505-4047. That's for Catherine Sigurdsson and anybody else that's having a hard time signing up. Send a text message right now to that phone number on the bottom of your screen, and we will help you immediately. Send a text message to that number, Catherine, and anybody else that is interested in this membership or is having a hard time signing up. Catherine, you're a trial member. That's why. Catherine, you're a trial. Okay. Anyone that's a trial member, you can't go to teachtheoffer.com. That coupon code will not work for you because you're a trial. We have to whitelist your email address. Anyone that's a trial member, anyone that's a previous trial member, anyone that's a previous member, send a text message to the number at the bottom of your screen if you want to join. Do not go to teachtheoffer.com. The coupon code will not work for you. Yes, Catherine, that's why it's not working for you. We just checked. It's because you're a trial member, Catherine. So, Catherine, just send a text message to that number and we will get you taken care of. We'll get you hooked up. We'll whitelist your email address. Okay. Luciano is actually going to call you. Okay, Catherine. Luciano, our head of sales, will call you directly and you can talk to him one-on-one and he'll help get you guys taken care of. Yes, Catherine, the phone number. I'll say it a little bit slower. Catherine, the phone number, 786-505-4047. The phone number is at the bottom of your screen. It's right at the bottom left of your screen. That is the phone number for you guys to text. Kamal Damala, send a text message to that phone number. Send a text message, Kamal Damala. Send a text message to that number at the bottom of your screen. We will answer all of your questions. All right. Back to the SPY. Okay. This level at 417, I want to talk to you guys. We got to go over this. Okay. This level at 417 is major resistance back from the end of May, early June. And now we got right back into that level. And you can see very clearly this level is acting as a level of resistance here for us yet again. But this pattern is repeating itself because in May and June, we had a 2-week long consolidation. A 2-week long consolidation right before you got inflation data. This was CPI inflation data. Once we got the CPI inflation data for the month of May, in June, then the stock market crashed down to make new fresh session lows. Fresh new session lows, okay, fresh new yearly lows. We had a major crash to the downside. This is major directional momentum, Now, fast forward into present day, and once again, you are getting a little week and a half, 2-week consolidation period right at the exact same price point that we were at back in the end of May, beginning of June. And then you got your inflation data. Now here we are again about to get inflation data. But the question is, which direction are we going to go? This is all going to be determined by this inflation data. I told you the bulls and bears have a major tug of war going on. Bulls and bears are arguing over this jobs number. Bulls think that the good jobs number works in their favor because they say, see, the jobs market is so strong, we're not going to have a bad recession. The economy can handle the rise in interest rates. We still are going to have a soft landing. Jerome Powell has told you for months the economy and job market is tight. The economy and job market can handle rising interest rate policy. And the bulls are saying, see, Jerome Powell was right. Believe the man, trust the man. The Federal Reserve is doing its job. Soft landing still possible. Bad recession completely avoidable. That is what bulls are arguing about the jobs number. Bears are saying the exact opposite. Bears are saying, well, that jobs number just goes to show you that the labor market is still too tight. That's going to keep inflationary pressures rising, and that's going to keep inflation elevated, which means the Federal Reserve is going to have to, yes, we are still live right now. Dennis Davis asking, are you live? Yes, we are. That tight labor market is going to keep inflation high. And if inflation stays high, that means the Federal Reserve is going to continue to raise rates in order to bring down inflation. And if the Federal Reserve is going to continue to bring down inflation and they're going to continue to raise rates, that actually increases the chances of that recession. So bulls think the jobs number means that a bad recession is less likely. Bears think the jobs number means a bad recession is more likely. We're going to find out who's right Wednesday. Because Wednesday, we're going to get the CPI inflation data. What is CPI inflation data? CPI stands for Consumer Price Index. It basically shows you how much the price of the goods and services that consumers buy, how much has that price changed. That is your CPI number. Last month, it was 9.1% increase from last year into this year. That is extremely high. The Federal Reserve wants inflation to be at 2%. It's at 9%. So we need to get that number down. Now, the expectation for Wednesday's CPI number is going to be an 8.8 headline number, which would show that inflation has in fact peaked. However, core CPI is where the problem has been. Okay, core CPI. What does that mean? Core CPI is the CPI number minus food and energy. Other areas of inflation are shelter, which is rent and real estate, auto sales, that's car sales. Right? There's a lot of other areas of inflation. It's not just food and energy. The Federal Reserve cares a lot more about core CPI because the Federal Reserve cannot control food and energy prices. Food and energy prices are just a matter of commodity supply and demand. Commodity prices are dictated by supply and demand. Okay, the Federal Reserve raising interest rates and tightening monetary policy will have no effect on the price of oil. It will have no effect on the price of wheat or corn or coffee or aluminum or lumber or steel or anything like that. The Federal Reserve knows that they can't control the price of commodities, but they can control consumer demand. Core CPI is what the Fed cares about. Now, the funny part is that the CPI number is expected to come down, but core CPI is actually expected to go up. So they expect core CPI to go up to 6.1, up from 5.9. But they expect CPI as a whole to go from 9.1 to 8.8. We are going to have to figure out what this inflation data means for the state of inflation. Let me tell you guys this. If that CPI number comes in 9 point anything, this market is going lower. And we're probably going to have a 3-day move to the downside, something that you saw like similar to this when you had these multi-day moves to the downside. This is directional momentum, okay? Right now, you're in a phase of consolidation. Just like you were in May and June, you were in a phase of consolidation. Then you got directional momentum. You're in a phase of consolidation. After you get your CPI data, you're going to get directional momentum. If inflation number comes in 9 point whatever, the markets move to the downside. If core CPI comes in way above the expectation, let's say core comes in at 6.3, the market is going to move to the downside and you would get directional momentum probably for minimum 2, maybe 3 days of downward action in the overall markets as selling comes in, as bulls give up, as bears take control, that their argument is correct about inflation staying high and the Fed having to do more for longer. If those inflation numbers come in under the expectation, let's say the expectation is 8.8 and core CPI comes in at 8.5, and headline CPI comes in at 8.5 and core comes in at 5.8, then this market moves higher and you're probably looking at a test of 430. 430 is the next level that you have to be watching. It's like 428 to 430. That is the next level of resistance. Everybody welcome Sean. Sean is the newest member of the TTG family. Guys, welcome Sean. There's now just 8 of those laptops remaining. Tonight is the last night for the 46% off. Before we raise that price, make sure you go to ttgoffer.com right now. Enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that is how you know that you are getting one. 430 is your level, okay? If inflation comes in under the expectation, you have a clean shot to 428 to 430. Where do I get those numbers from? This previous resistance that you had back here from the end of April, the beginning of May, and then you will also have your 200-day moving average. That is this yellow line you see on my screen. That will work its way down to 428.65 over the next couple of days after you get your CPI number. That would then become your target. So if you get CPI comes in well under expectations, and if core CPI comes in well under expectations, I think you get directional momentum 2 to 3 days worth to the upside. If the CPI number comes in way above the expectations and core CPI comes in above the expectations, then I think you're getting directional momentum to the downside and you probably drop right to 390. So these are the levels that you need to be paying attention to as a trader during the next week. You beat CPI 430. You miss 390. And that is the direction of momentum that we are going to be looking for. That is exactly how I plan on trading this. 8:30 a.m. Eastern. That is when you are going to be getting the CPI number on Wednesday. That will dictate what the markets are going to do for the rest of the week. And then, in my opinion, that dictates what the markets do all the way up until the next Fed meeting in the middle of September. You'll get another Fed meeting in September, and you will have a clear runway. If this inflation number comes in better than expected, you have a move to the upside. If it comes in under, you have a move to the downside to 390. And that sentiment stays, I think, until you get your Fed meeting. So if it's bullish, you buy dips up until the Fed meeting. If it is bearish, you sell rallies into the Fed meeting, and you stay on that side of the trade for the next month until you get your Fed meeting. And that, my friends, is how we are going to consistently pull money out of this market for the next month. I didn't just give you a trade idea for the next day. I just gave you my trade idea for the next month. Okay, so there you have it. Folks, I want to know real quick, who's on this live stream right now that's not a member of True Trading Group? Type the letters TTG if you are not a member of True Trading Group. All right. Again, if you're not a member, type the letters TTG. If you're not a member, type TTG inside of chat. I want to see who we have here that is not a member of the TTG family. Excelio or Excelu, Lemonade Galaxy, Falciani Photography, James Gaz. Yo, Mike Fogarty, what's up? Rari Leto, Thomas Byrne, Ben Apperson, Donovan Reed, Hatal Hong, Yosef, Charles Wilkinson, welcome back. Yosef, welcome back. Rome, AB, Omar, Dirty Cuban, Khan. Great. A lot of new faces here. A lot of TTGs that are coming across the screen. I love to see it. I love to see all the new faces. All of you that are typing TTG, you guys can understand. We started this live. We had 10 laptops. We got 8 left. I'm extending the 46% off sale for one more night because I think it's important you guys become part of this program and part of this group and part of this community before you get this inflation number on Wednesday, because that's going to dictate, in my opinion, what the market's going to do for the rest of the year. And I don't want you guys to miss out on this opportunity. I don't want you guys to be left standing on the sidelines or trying to hitchhike on the side of the road and everybody just keeps passing you by. I don't want that. I want you to hop on that train. I want you to get on that bus with us and take you over to your goals and take you to the promised land. So I want you guys to all understand that when you join the TTG community, you are joining a platform that is going to give you the same level of professional education that I received working at a fund. The curriculum is in-depth and complex, yet easy to understand and implement quickly. Whether you've never traded a stock a day in your life or you've been doing this for 10 years, the TTG platform can help you reach your goals. I get asked all the time, what makes our courses different from the other programs that are out there? And it's the fact that we're not just courses. We're a platform. Yes, our platform has courses, but TTG includes so much more than courses. We spent years building relationships with some of today's top fintech companies to offer their products on our platform at no additional cost. All the tools are included when you pay the $11.87. But if you went to the companies directly, these tools will cost you about $5,000. You got Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. That's over $1,000 if you went to Benzinga on your own. It's included with your membership. TradingView's premium charts will cost you around $600. Quote Media's full book level 2 would cost you, I don't know, $800 or $900. You get unusual options activity, options flow, dark pool data directly from CBOE and from Polygon. You get the trade ideas scanner, ETNA's simulators, so you can practice trading with fake money with real-time data. These things would cost you about $5,000 if you went to the companies directly. Don't do that. We've spent years building those relationships so you don't have to pay those prices, guys. That's what the TG platform is all about. And you're getting access to our entire curriculum of 18 courses. Each course has multiple chapters. Each chapter has multiple lessons. And you get a video library that's got around 300 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars we've conducted with members. And then, of course, all of our transparent alerts covering day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, stocks, options, futures, crypto, you name it, we trade it. You also get a trading journal, proprietary scanners and screeners that you can customize, analyst ratings, insider buying, so much more. It's all included for that $11.87 price. And tonight's your last night to get the 46% off. Just go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, you're good to go. On top of that, you're joining a community of about 9,700 members. that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. They're led by our team of full-time trading mods that have about 100 years of combined experience in, like I said, all those different aspects and types and styles of trading. Results matter at True Trading Group. Your results, your actual P&L matters. That's why our double your money back guarantee is based on you making your membership fee back or not. You have 12 months to go through our courses, quizzes, and a study group. If you don't make the 1187 at least once, I'll give you $2,374 back. That's the deal. I'll give you double what you paid us. That's how confident I am in our ability to help you become successful. And again, I can do that because since 2016, we've only had to refund 2.5% of our users. 78% of our users renew their membership. That's why I can offer you this double your money back guarantee without even blinking an eye. I see the results that members have. But there's only 8 of those spots left. And I think Catherine's about to grab another one. So we're pretty soon here, we're going to be down to 7. You guys just have to go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart, that's how you know you're getting one. You don't have to enter an address. You'll get a welcome email when you guys sign up with instructions on how to claim that free laptop. All right. So there you have it, guys. And there you guys have it. All right. Now, let's move on. I want to get into the top 5 stocks that people asked me about today. And they're all kind of these meme stocks, okay? So the 5 stocks that I'm going to cover, these are stocks that I got asked the most from members and also non-members. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, go ahead and do so, please. It's at MikeEdward_TTG. Again, my Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. You guys can follow me on Twitter. I'm always giving you market commentary, trade ideas, and analysis. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at MikeEdward_TTG. First ticker up that we're going to talk about today is Bed Bath & Beyond. BBBY is the ticker symbol. I actually shorted BBY today. I made a nice little chunk of chains here. I shorted BBY right there. Shorted BBY right there. And then we took covers down here once we got down to the low of the day. We took covers right here down at the low of the day, 1096. We also took covers over here at 1030, I believe, or 1130. Yep, 1130, and then 1096 from the $12 entry short. And that was a really nice trade there for us on BBY. I shorted BBY up there on that retest through VWAP because 13 is a massive level of resistance, okay? This level that was the high of the day today, that gave you that real heavy rejection in the morning. Like you see the real heavy rejection there in the morning. The reason why I wanted to short against that level, let me take you to the daily chart and show you this area. And I still want you to pay attention to this area going into tomorrow, because if you can't break above it, I think you have to short BBY if you cannot break above this $13 area. And what I'll show you is, let's go to the daily chart. And if you guys look here, going back to May, going back to February, going back to January, going all the way back to October of 2021, this $13 level used to be a major level of support for Bed Bath & Beyond. Then we broke beneath that level in the beginning of May. Now today, you get this massive gap up, short covering rally that takes you right back to where? 13. So this level that you see as resistance here, if we can't get over that, then I think you got to look for the short. If you can't get over it, and you look for Bed Bath & Beyond to do something that looks like this. Oops, I didn't mean to just delete that. You get Bed Bath & Beyond does something that looks like this, if it cannot get over 13. So this is why I want you all to pay very close attention to that $13 level for tomorrow. Now, I made money on the short today, but the stock held up pretty well. It never broke the low of the day of 1075. Since we were unable to break the low, I decided not to hold the position overnight. But this is still a trade that I'm lasered in on and focused on for tomorrow, okay? That's what I'm going to be looking at there on Bed Bath & Beyond for the possible short if we cannot get over $13, okay? Next up is going to be Carvana. I also made a little bit of money on Carvana today. These are 2 stocks that I traded today. I didn't crush it here on Carvana, but made a decent little chunk of change here with the long entry down here on Carvana. Once we broke over the 48.50 level, I told you guys on last night's live stream that if Carvana broke over $48, today, then I would be getting long, looking for a move up into the low 50s, and we broke over that $48 level, and I stepped in long, and then we caught this little bit of a move up to the upside here, and I started taking profits off the table as we started to climb up into the 50s. Wasn't a huge win. I then got out of the rest of my position, kind of break even, as the stock then pulled back down through VWAP. So there was the entry, take profit, and then that was where I kind of got flat. So it wasn't a huge win by any stretch of the imagination, but a nice little green trade to kind of set me up for the rest of the day. And the stock just kind of traded sideways, and there really wasn't any momentum there today. What I saw on Carvana today, though, was a clear support level at 43 that really identified itself and the significance of it, because that's the low of the day today. And it's also this previous consolidation support that you had on Friday. So that $43 level now starts to become important to me. Lemonade Galaxy says, do you ever use the 9 EMA? I use the 9 EMA every single day, Lemonade Galaxy. We actually call that the trade line, is the 9 EMA. It's the trade line. That's actually this turquoise blue line you see on my screen. Okay. So that is what I'm looking at here with Carvana, because what I'm going to do with Carvana is, if Bed Bath & Beyond, for example, squeezes through 13, like if Bed Bath & Beyond gets up to $14 tomorrow, that means short squeezes are on meme stocks. If AMC is back up to 27, if GameStop is back to 47, I'm going to be looking then for Carvana to hold 43 and look for Carvana to continue its short squeeze. About 40% of the float is short in Carvana, but I'm not going to trade Carvana solely on its own. I will trade Carvana using the other meme stocks as a barometer and as a gauge to tell me that meme stocks still have momentum. All right, so that's going to be my game plan with Carvana. We got to talk about NVAX. Because NVAX just got pummeled. All right, NVAX just got pummeled. All right, NVAX just got pummeled. All right, so it looks like we're going to have some breaking news here. All right, so let's see. From NVAX conference call, Novavax exec said COVID-19 vaccine revenue shortfall driven by a number of factors, including timing of shipments to Europe, or maybe just because you were dead last in the vaccine race to get your vaccine approved. Maybe that had something to do with it, NVAX. Okay. But including timing of shipments to Europe, said surge in supply for COVAX coupled with distribution challenges, limited orders of COVID vaccines from US and others. Okay. Earnings per share miss of $6.53. That is horrendous. Down from $4.75 year over year. Sales are a massive miss from $298 million year over year, now $186 million. Horrible earnings for NVAX. I do not like this company. I have been bearish on this company since it was in the 200s. I still remain bearish on it. I will never own probably shares of NVAX. I don't see a reason to. I don't see the allure for their COVID vaccine. They're the last of the party. There's plenty of COVID vaccines out there. In my opinion, if you wanted a COVID vaccine, you already got one. You're familiar with Pfizer. You're familiar with Moderna. You're familiar with Johnson & Johnson. I don't see the allure here for NVAX. And now with all of these issues that they're having, it's just not a stock that I would ever really want to own. This news is breaking thanks to our Benzinga news feed. It's live. Remember, it's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. And this is breaking news that we're getting coming out of NVAX with their earnings and the conference call from the executive there at NVAX. And down goes NVAX to new fresh lows down there back into the 30s. Not good news there for NVAX. I'd look for NVAX to continue lower, probably get down to around $36. We got to welcome Patricia. Patricia's the newest member of the group. That means there's now just 7 laptops left. Catherine, where are you? I'm waiting for you, Catherine. Patricia, welcome to the family. That means there's 7 spots now left. 7 spots left. Go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. Use the coupon code TTG121. Price goes up above $1,200 tomorrow. Don't let it happen. I'm leaving at $11.87 one more night, so those of you that want the deal can grab it before we get the ever so crucial important inflation data on Wednesday. All right. On Wednesday. Okay. So there we have that. Next up on these top 5 stocks we're going to cover is HLBZ. Big winner today in chat. Big shout out to my boy Money, username inside of the TTG fam. I saw you were all over HLBZ today, as were a bunch of our other small cap traders. Like I said, guys, we trade everything in True Trading Group. We trade small caps, we trade mid caps, we trade large caps, we trade stocks, we trade options, we trade them all. And a lot of our small cap traders were all over HLBZ today, and this stock is still not dead. Still not dead with this action here from today. 140, 145 support level. That's where you need to have eyes on for tomorrow. That level was a previous resistance zone on HLBZ. Then you broke above it today in the afternoon, retested it, became support, gave you follow through, pulled it back after hours, and stuck it as support. That level, 140 to 145, draw a line across that level on your screen. If HLBZ pulls back to the 145 level tomorrow and it does not break underneath it, you look for more longs there with a break above the double top at 185. All right, 185 double top there. Today's highs on HLBZ, and I would look to see for that level to break. HLBZ did a nice job breaking above a key resistance level around 145, 150. That level was important on the daily chart. It's the 100-day moving average, this purple line on my screen, and it also used to be this previous level of support back there in the end of April. We broke above that today. We tested it. We held it. We continued higher. We tested it again after hours. We held it again. Now the stock's trading back to 170. HLBZ has a real chance of moving over $2 tomorrow and getting to 225 to 250 as long as there's no offering news or anything like that from the company. If this stock is left to trade freely, this stock has room until you get to around 250. And this is going to be the level that we're going to look for HLBZ to see if you get some follow through on that. So again, watch that 145 level, draw the line on your screen. If that level holds tomorrow, you have a chance to see HLBZ back up over $2. Congratulations, all of the TG members that caught HLBZ today. I know a bunch of you nailed that one today. Next up on the list is going to be GameStop. GameStop, unfortunately, I think is a short. I'm sorry. Do not throw tomatoes at me. Resistance here at 48, guys. I think it's just too strong. I think this resistance at 48 is just too strong. You see this heavy resistance back there from the end of March. We got back up to that level today and then saw that big nasty rejection where we just pulled back away from this level. Okay, so this level here on GameStop, I would watch this 48 area, 48 to 50. I'd watch that zone. Okay, I'd watch that zone. If the rest of these meme stocks kind of cool off and run out of steam, that's going to be a level of resistance that the stock probably pulls away from. You have support at 40, 40, 50. Okay. That level, $40, $40.50 is a good level of support there for GameStop. If you guys see, we draw a line across this level. This was a tough level for GameStop for a while, right? Like you can see resistance, resistance, right? Resistance. And then we broke through that today. So I would look for that level, this to become your next zone of support and very clear resistance, 48 to 50 sitting above you. But again, I'm going to really look to see, I'm going to look at all these other meme stocks to see, are they continuing their short squeeze? And if they do continue those squeezes, then I would look for GameStop to break over that $48, $50 area. But in the meantime, I'm a little cautious at that $48 to $50 area. Next up is going to be AMC. AMC with a beautiful extension move here from today. Big gap up. You got really big follow through. Put in a little shooting star top there that could act as a potential short-term top. But I think you have a chance of consolidating here in the low 20s and building a new base on AMC. That's really what I would like to see happen. I would love to see AMC consolidate inside of this price range that you see right here on my screen, establish a new support level at this 200-day moving average, stay in the 20s, consolidate in the 20s, because the 200-day moving average, don't forget, was a massive resistance level back in March. Now we're above it. I want to see consolidation stay above the 200-day if we're going to have a chance to get back to your next level of major resistance. Your next level of major resistance is the low 30s on AMC. So this stock does have more room to the upside, but this is a big move. The stock's gone from 14 to 28 in a matter of a week and a half. I'd love to see the stock consolidate and take a breather, stay above the 200-day, trade in the low 20s for a couple days, recharge the battery, and then make another move to the upside. Whew. Okay, now I'm going to take a sip of water. Okay, guys, so there you have it. There's my breakdown of some of the most common, some of the stocks that I got asked questions about the most there today. I hope you guys found this useful. I hope you guys found it educational. I hope you guys have a better idea of how I plan on trading all these stocks now and have a better, more clear understanding of the overall markets and my sentiment and how I plan on making money for the rest of the week. You guys have any questions? Now is the time to ask. Okay, if you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask. Maybe I'll see if I'll take 2 or 3 questions. If you guys have any questions about anything I spoke about specifically or anything trading related or anything about True Trading Group, you guys can go ahead right now and type your questions in chat. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. Just go ahead and type your questions. Remember, asking questions is how you learn. Don't forget that. Have you thought over if SoFi follows banks or tech? I got stopped out today from SoFi calls. Feel more like I was shaken rather than stopped, but had to stick to my risk. I actually saw something today. I don't know how true it is, but I saw something today that the Biden administration was going to once again extend the student loan moratorium. I don't know if that was confirmed or not. It was just a quick little headline that I saw somewhere. I have to look more further into it, but I think SoFi is going to trade with fintech. I don't think it's going to necessarily trade with banks, and I don't think it's going to necessarily trade with tech. I think SoFi will trade more with fintech, like PayPal. It might trade more with Square or Block. I think SoFi might trade more with fintech rather than one specific. It's not. I don't think SoFi is going to trade with the likes of NVIDIA, AMD, Datadog, and Snowflake. And I also don't think it's going to trade along the likes of Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and Citigroup. I feel like SoFi is going to trade with PayPal and Block and some of the others. SoFi CEO calculated future numbers based on the fact that loan payments will be halted until January 2023. Yeah. I think the fact that SoFi was able to have the earnings that they did in the second quarter, I think the fact that those earnings were better than expected says a lot that the company was able to beat expectations in the face of this student loan issue. People don't have to pay back their student loans because of this student loan moratorium because of COVID. Why it's still extended and why it's still in place blows my mind when unemployment is at 3.5%. It was one thing when unemployment was at 11%, when 22 million people lost their job because of COVID. That was one thing. But all 22 million jobs that were lost during COVID, we've taken back all of them. All the 22 million that we lost, the 22 million have been replenished. Why are we still extending student loan moratoriums? I don't know. It's bad for SoFi, but the fact that SoFi was able to have the earnings that they did, even though with that happening, I think that says a lot about SoFi. I like SoFi for the long term, but that student loan issue, it's about 10 to 15% of their revenue. And it's also a huge way that they generate new users. Young recent graduates that just entered the workforce will go to SoFi for easy online financial and banking applications because, people in their 20s and, they just do everything on their cell phone, right? So that's one way, but they all go there to refinance their student loans, and then SoFi captures the user on their platform. And then they keep that user as that user then grows into their career and they become higher earners. They can offer those users, now that they got a bank charter, they can offer those users other financial products and make more money off of those users. It's a great concept. I love the idea, but there's some regulatory issues, or not really regulatory, I guess administrative issues, not regulatory, administrative issues that's kind of gotten SoFi's way. And eventually, I think years from now, SoFi can be something special. I do. So I just think that SoFi is going to trade like a fintech, not necessarily like a bank, and not necessarily like a true tech. What is the difference between your education compared to other brokers' education videos? Dirty Cuban, that question actually aggravates me from you because you were on every single one of our live streams. I literally see your username on every single live stream that we have. Do you go on TD Ameritrade's YouTube channel every day? Because I know you're here literally every day. I know you're not a member of True Trading Group, but you're on these live streams every single day. So that says something. Do you also go on and watch TD's educational? Do you watch their live streams or their educational videos every single day? Because I know you're here every single day. And what's the difference? I couldn't tell you because I don't watch TD's educational videos. With SPY closing at 413 and after 414, could we have a play with it tomorrow to 417? Yeah, I mean, you could. I just think listen, I don't have confidence in direction right now on the SPY. I don't have confidence in direction on the SPY because we're just inside of this consolidation. We tested the top end of that range today and then pulled back away from it. I could easily see the SPY just do this tomorrow. I can see the SPY just literally do this. And just stay inside of this consolidation until you get your CPI data on Wednesday. I don't expect a really big directional move in the SPY tomorrow. Yeah, no, this wick's not real, by the way, guys. This is not real. So just disregard this. That's not real. Just disregard that. I'm still stuck on this question from you, Dirty Cuban. Let's actually ask members, what makes TTG's education different than anything else out there? I'll let members answer that question. Members, what makes TTG's education different from anything else that's out there? I'll let members answer that question. So members, if you don't mind, just type a sentence or two on what makes TTG's education different from other services that are out there. Z Joka goes, it works. That's the best answer that I have ever seen. Oh, that's amazing. Let's see. I'll read some of these comments. It works. It's all inclusive. The support, the honesty, the education came direct from Wall Street. Quality of knowledge can't compare. We actually learned how to fish on our own, real world. You guys have a lot of real people that are supporting you. Great mods, hands-on live help. I like the family feel. No, I appreciate that. Dirty Cuban says, I love your live stream, brother. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad. No, I know you do, bro. I know you're here every single day. I see you on all of these live streams. I look forward to one day, hopefully calling you family and trading with you instead of going over trade ideas. I look forward to one day actually trading with you inside of chat rather than just talking about stuff on the live streams, man. I really do. But honestly, Dirty Cuban, I feel like it's better because I really don't know how to answer that question because I've never watched a single video that TD has ever made. So I feel like it's better for members to actually answer this question for you to get a feel for what members' experiences are like, because many of them have maybe watched videos from TD, but I have not watched this, not even one. Balaz Sab 6 goes, as a teacher myself, I can say that TGG's courses are very well organized, thorough, and excellent quality, and it works. Yes, I love it. I love it. So, like I said, if anybody, Dirty Cube, I would read some of the comments. I can't read all of these comments, but I would read some of them, Dirty Cube, and maybe anybody else that is not a member that maybe is curious about the answer to that question. I would just read some of those comments that come through chat. Thank you, my TGG fam. I love you guys. I see so many of you actually typing in chat, answering that question. That means a lot to us. Thank you very much for the continued support. You guys are the best. All right, guys. Any more? I only became a member for Shug's home run jokes. Yeah, sometimes he's got good ones. Sometimes he has really bad ones. Sometimes he has like really bad like dad jokes. Other times he has really good ones. Hit or miss with that guy. All right, guys. So, folks, if that is it, no more questions. What I would like to do next, listen carefully, okay? What I would like to do next okay, someone someone is asking, what's up with the negative Better Business Bureau profile? You want to know something really, really funny about the Better Business Bureau? They're a complete effing scam. They're the biggest scam out there. You guys have no idea. If you own a business yourself, the Better Business Bureau is a complete scam. It's like who's who in America. You guys ever got that? Who's who in America? Total scam. Okay. Better Business Bureau. Adam, you want to actually come on and talk about this? I know you dealt with them directly.
I just, it's a very positive live stream. There's a lot of people signing up. I don't have a lot of, the bottom line here is that with the Better Business Bureau, if you want a good rating, you have to pay for it.
Literally.
So, that's the bottom line. They wanted $12,500 a year from us to remove certain reviews and comments. We had about 300 members that left a review in a positive light on the Better Business Bureau for us, and they've only showcased 37 of them.
Yeah.
So $12,500 was what we needed to pay, and honestly, like,
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. We're not paying it, so we're not going to have a fancy Better Business Bureau page, and that's why we chose to go with Trustpilot. I have no problems. Better Business Bureau, Trustpilot, these are all service providers, and all of them can be manipulated. So, but we decided to go with Trustpilot. It wasn't $12,000 a year, and it was legit. Better Business Bureau. I don't know how they get away with what they get away with. If I ever told one of our clients, hey, you have to pay me $5,000 in order for something. I mean, basically, they're extorting.
Yeah, literally, they're extorting us. They're like, "Oh, you want a good rating? You got to pay us $12,000."
Not a good rating. They didn't say if you want a good rating. They were like, hey, if you want this removed or you want to be able to like easily manage this, then this is what it costs. And we were just like, and the crazy thing is, I thought about it for a second. I thought because it's the Better Business Bureau, so everybody looks at the Better Business Bureau. So so I thought about it for a second, but honestly, I don't extort people, and I don't want to be extorted myself. And if that means that we have a C plus rating on the Better Business Bureau, even though we have a 4.51 out of 5 on there, then that's fine. Then that's
We're
fine.
4.5 out of 5. Yeah, we have a C minus rating.
Yeah, a C plus.
C plus, whatever. Like,
So that's it. I'm not gonna pursue it any longer. Trustpilot. If you ever have any doubt if any of them are real, we have 1-star reviews on Trustpilot. All of them are about me. That's a fun fact. But it's fine. Because on Trustpilot, what I like about them is that they do showcase the stuff that's real, the stuff that isn't real, and I'm totally guilty of going on Trustpilot and when someone said something to me like, "Oh, Adam is mentally handicapped," or "Adam is this," and I tried to like flag it as defamation because f you, and they leave it on there anyways, and that's fine. I got to live with that. It's okay. You can't have 5-star reviews for everything, man. You just can't. But you know what? Let me tell you something. I'd rather give that 12,500 to a bunch of our members in a giveaway than give it to Trustpilot or than give it to Better Business Bureau to help control or help move some things or remove some things or whatever the phrase was that they used. So hopefully, you come on these streams, you can look at our Trustpilot page. You get a sense for who we are that way. The Better Business Bureau is in my opinion, just an absolute scam. And yeah, we're not gonna, I refuse to pay them $12,500 a year.
Yep, not gonna happen.
So, anyways, that's all.
Yep. Okay, guys. So
I was very nice, right?
Yes.
I usually get a lot more spirited.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
I would just read Trustpilot, guys, because Trustpilot is real. I mean, there's all the good reviews, all the bad reviews. 1,670 people have left us reviews.
72.
So
yeah, look, on Trustpilot, somebody just left a review recently that said it's an incredible scam, and we're the best scam running.
Someone just left that on Trustpilot?
July 22nd. Somebody also in another negative review said a mismanaged, censored circus, but with great potential. I'm reading it up. It's funny because they hate me. They hate the way that I they don't like
they
me.
hate you,
right? They don't like me, so they go on there and they and they go ahead and they're like, oh, I'm angry 1-star, but Mike is great and everyone else is great. So, and I respond to all of them. You guys should 100% read the responses to the 1-star reviews.
Oh my god!
Some of them are my favorite.
Oh, you have to read the responses. Yeah, you got to get the whole story too. Like a lot of people go on there and they're just completely belligerent. You got to get the whole thing. You got to get.
Look, we had a review from a member recently who left a review, and there was some comments on there that were negative, and I know this member, and I called him and I said, hey man, I just want you to know that the way that you presented that review and the way that you expressed yourself, I wish everyone that wanted to leave a review for True Trading Group left it like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
yeah. Our issue is not the 1-star review.
It was very well.
It was awesome.
Very good review.
It was awesome. Yeah, just be balanced. Don't be a belligerent, ignorant person. If you want to say how crappy I am, that's fine. But then you didn't join Adam. You joined True Trading Group. Anyways, I'm done.
All right, guys. That wraps up the questions. Honestly, listen, guys, I'm done with the educational part of the live. So if you are not interested in the membership at all, you can sign off the live stream now, but not until you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. if you are interested in a membership, we got a couple of these spots left for the 46% off before the price goes up at midnight and the free laptop. There's 7 left. I'm going to show those that are interested. I will show you the actual platform itself, so you guys can see for yourselves what you're going to get access to as a member of True Trading Group, because again, it's an all-inclusive membership. Everything's included. Okay. Now, of course, you're going to get our chat room where the mods and I share our screen. We're live in the mic, calling out our trades in real time. We can let you use the mobile app as well, which will let you follow along with what it is that we're doing, even if you are not in front of your computer. And if you guys are working your full-time jobs, that's how you're going to get the real-time push notifications to make sure that you never miss out on what we're doing in chat. And you will always be able to listen in as the moderators talk to you during the day on the microphone. You're also going to get 2 small private study groups. 2 small private study group sessions where the mods and I will be able to answer your questions, and we can help speed up your learning curve. You're also going to get Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed, which is going to cost you over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly on your own, but it'll give you news as soon as it crosses the wire, so that you guys can react faster. And the speed at which you get your news does matter. This is free with your membership. It'll cost you over $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. Don't do that. It's included with your membership for free. Guys, the code word for tonight, this is for members only. If you're not a member, don't worry about it. Okay. If you're not a member, don't worry about this code word. This is for a $5,000 giveaway that we are doing with members. So if you guys are a member of TTG, the code word for tonight is extortion. The code word for tonight is extortion. Thank you, Better Business Bureau, BBB. Go F yourself. Extortion is the code word for tonight. The code word is extortion. Moving on with what you're going to get included. You're going to get TradingView's premium charting software. This will cost you about $600 a year. If you go to TradingView directly, don't do it. It's free with your membership. The Trade Idea Scanner will make sure you always focus on the hottest stocks during the day. That'll cost you a few $100 a year. Don't do it. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. ETNA's simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. It'll cost you just under $1,000 a year. If you go to them directly, don't do it. It's free with your membership when you join True Trading Group. You also get our own scanner that will let you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, options flow, unusual options activity, stuff that used to only be available to professionals. It's now at the fingertips of our TTG fam. And this is how we level the playing field, by giving you access to the same tools, resources, and education that professionals on Wall Street have access to help increase your chances of success. You're also going to get a trading journal that will track your trades and give you statistics so you can see what you're doing wrong. You'll get a social sentiment scanner that will go through Reddit, StockTwits, and Twitter and tell you which ticker symbols are being mentioned the most, so you can help stay ahead of the crowd. Analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you know exactly how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold membership or hold rating on the stock that you're interested in. It also comes with insider buying information, short interest, all of that, guys. All of it's included with your membership. You don't have to pay extra for any of this stuff. You also get a watch list every day. Okay, you get a watch list every day. Dennis Davis. Yes, brother, it did. Welcome to the family. Dennis Davis is the newest member of the family. Welcome, Dennis Davis, to the TTG fam. That means there are now just only 6 laptops left, folks. That's it. 6. Hurry up. These are not going to last. You got 6 spots left. Remember, as long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com, that's how you know that you're going to be getting one of those free laptops. Everybody, welcome Dennis. We publish a watch list every day, the stocks we're looking at and how we plan on trading them. Then you get the courses. The courses are a simplified and expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. There are no VIP pro courses that are going to cost you more money. There's no upsells for these courses. They are all included with your membership. Beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it, got it. All in text and video, whatever's easy for you guys to learn. Then on top of the courses, there's a video library that's got 300 hours of educational video content. These are workshops and webinars that we have conducted with members covering a variety of topics like how to trade a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, how to build a long-term portfolio, and so much more. You can attend all of these once you become a full-time member of True Trading Group. You can attend them live or go watch the ones that have already been conducted through the recordings. It's time you guys invested in something real. The ball's in your court. I can't make the decision for you. I also can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group. I can't do that, nor will I. But what I can guarantee you is that if you join right now for $11.87 before the price goes up at midnight and claim one of the free laptops, there's only 6 left, you have 12 months to go through our courses, pass our quizzes, and attend the study group. If you do that and do not make the $11.87 at least once during your membership, I'll give you $2,374 back. That's the deal. That's the guarantee. That is what I can guarantee you. And I can also guarantee you that when you do join True Trading Group, you are joining a community of 9,700 members that genuinely give a damn whether you succeed or fail. The ball's in your court. It's up to you. Wednesday is going to be one of the biggest days of the entire year. I think it's going to dictate whether the markets continue higher or if we move back down towards lows. That's where we're going to be. That's where we're at. That's the importance of Wednesday. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121 to claim that offer. Lastly, we also do have a trial. If you're not ready to join the family full time, we do have a 7-day trial. Go to TTG.com. That is TTG, the number 3 spelt out.com. It'll cost you $3. It is a one-time payment of $3. There's no reoccurring payment. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. We charge $3 just to make sure you're a real person and we don't get a bunch of spam bot things inside of our chat room when we're all trying to trade and make money. So you guys can join us for a full 7 days. Weekends do not count against your trial. It is a full 7 days. So go to ttgthree.com. Can you give me one more day for the offer? Jay Shockey, you're killing me, Smalls. If Adam buys another 10 laptops, I'll give you one more day. If Adam buys 10 more laptops. Adam, it's up to you, man. Your call. Adam.
Yeah, bro, I hear you. You already put me on blast at the beginning, too. That wasn't in the script.
I mean, I asked you before if you wanted it. You said no. I said, well, I'm going to buy 10. You said no. So
you didn't really give me a choice. You're just like, all right, I'm doing it. Okay. What do you want me to do? It's not really a choice. All right. All right, yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Aww.
But we're not doing more than that. So
who says you're the Tin Man?
Somebody just said I was the Tin Man?
No. I said, who says you're the Tin Man? You have a heart.
You're such an idiot.
You have a heart.
Okay. All right, so then...
All right, so Jay Shockey, but this means tomorrow you better be a member of True Trading Group, Jay.
Yeah, there's no reason for us to extend this into Wednesday. I mean, I see the allure of extending it a little bit. But I don't see I mean, there's no reason to extend it beyond.
No, there's not. Jay, if you're Jay, but if you're not a member by tomorrow, that's it.
Yeah, it's not just Jay, it's anyone else. Like who can hate on Adam on Trustpilot? A lot of people. Marco, you don't know me yet, buddy, but
yeah,
I'm a good person. But I can be a jerk just like anybody. Man, I'm doing well today.
You are. You're very reserved. You're very mellow. This is very
Yeah,
good.
I feel good. I feel good.
Good, man. Listen, if you feel good, I feel good. If you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, there's no reason to hate, man. So,
All right. All right. So, yeah, there you go. We'll extend it then. Adam's buying 10 laptops, so that's cool. Jay Shockey, you'll be a member tomorrow, so that's cool.
so yeah, so we'll do tomorrow night till midnight. There's 16 left. There was a ton of people that signed up since last Friday, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure that we'll get 16 signups tonight. So Jay, you're probably in luck. But 16 laptops will go till tomorrow night, and then it's going to go to 1250 because that's where I think it should go.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
Mike feels the same. Not just me, but Mike feels the same way.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
That works for me.
All right. Awesome.
All right, guys. So there you have it again to recap. ttgoffer.com, ttg121.
Oh, this will extend to all trials. So if you're so honestly, this is a good opportunity for anyone that is unsure about signing up. Sign up for the trial tonight. Join us in chat tomorrow, and if you decide that you like us, we can extend this offer to you.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point, guys. I would do that for those of you that are thinking about it.
Yeah, because now you don't need to rush and hurry. I mean, just Joe, pull up the trial. It's $3. You pay one time, you're never charged again. We literally charge you $3 just to make sure you're a real person. And that's it.
Who's that guy in the hoodie?
The hoodie?
Yeah, who's that guy in the hoodie?
I don't know, some Italian furu. Some Italian furu.
It's Joe zooming in. Thanks, Joe. All right, guys.
All right, so yeah, definitely sign up for the trial. You'll be able to get in with us tomorrow and see for yourself firsthand.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, cool.
All right, folks, that's it. Thanks for joining us. So again, to recap, ttgoffer.com, ttg121 coupon code. That'll get you the free laptop, the 46% off. As long as you see a laptop in the checkout cart, you're good. You're getting one. You don't have to enter your address. You'll get a welcome email when you do join that will give you instructions how to claim that free laptop. And if you guys want to do the trial, go to ttgthree.com. It's $3, but it's a one-time payment. That's it. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys.